Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center.
Rock.
Hi, this is Joe Elliott from Def Leppard.
And nothing but real rock. 95.3 KBBN. Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
Good evening and welcome in to postseason basketball action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We are at Boone Central High School here to bring you the D1-8 district final between Ansley, Litchfield, and Bancroft-Rosalie. My name is Jeremy Shipe. I'll be joined later on in the pregame by my broadcast partner, Larry Kottner. Glad to be here bringing you this game, and we can't do it without these wonderful sponsors that I'm going to name for you right now. They include Clang Financial, 4 County Heating and Air, Setting D Ranch, Thrivent Financial Agent Scott Harvey, Baco Transfer, Flatwater Bank, Central Nebraska Electric, Litchfield Pack, Ansley Lumber and Supply, Full Circle Irrigation, Jones Group, Bailey Crop Service, Muddy Creek Ag, Husker Homes in Ansley, Accurate Technologies, BD Broken Bow, Dairy Queen Broken Bow, Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, Insurance of the Heartland, Roadie Feeders, Town & Country Bank, Main Street Styles, Pate's Farm Service, and the Den Bar and Grill in Hazard. Thank you as well to these radio sponsors that you hear on every single broadcast at KCNI KBBN Radio. They include Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, The Garden Center, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. We'll take a moment and hear from some of those sponsors. When we come back, I'll thank the video sponsors that are bringing you tonight's video broadcast on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Baco Transfer Incorporated of Litchfield buys, sells, hauls, and grinds hay and other forage crops year-round. Specializing in handling and processing, their fleet of specialty equipment with experienced operators work with many operations across central Nebraska. They also operate a full-service automotive repair shop for trucks and passenger vehicles in Litchfield. Driven to exceed your customer service expectations, Baco Transfer, proud to help bring you this sports broadcast.
Flatwater Bank is offering a Horizon checking account at 4% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 and 0.15% APY on balances above $25,000. That's right, 4% APY on your checking account. If you're not a checking customer, we'll pay you $400 to switch to a Horizon checking account until April 15th. Visit us at flatwater.bank for all the details.
Member FDIC. Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Litchfield Pack offers their customers custom processing and butchering that is second to none. Bruce and the crew also make bologna, salami, and sausages that your taste buds are sure to love. Go visit them in Litchfield and ask about the services they can help you with. Open 8 to 5 Monday to Friday and Saturday 9 until noon. Litchfield Pack, proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast.
Just as all the area sports teams work to build themselves towards victories, your building team at Ansley Lumber and Supply is ready to help with all the projects you have going on or have in mind. They're open 8 to 5:30 Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 to noon. Provide delivery and offer the quality tools and products you can depend on, including premium grade lumber. From framing and trusses to countertops and cabinets, Ansley Lumber and Supply, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Albion as we get closer to the tip-off of this D1-8 district final between Bancroft-Rosalie and Ansley Litchfield. Many of you are starting to tune into the video broadcast being brought to you on the St. Hills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. I want to thank the sponsors that are making that possible. You'll see their logos scrolling across your screen throughout the duration of the broadcast. They include Flat Water Bank, Bailey Crop Service, Muddy Creek Ag, Accurate Technologies, BD Broken Bow, Dairy Queen of Broken Bow, Joe's Motor Company of Hazard. Thank you as well to the Grocery Cart, Colligan, Del Montiger, and Tin Wright, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Palmer Monument, Meade Lumber, Lines Appliance, Broken Bow, Nebraska State Bank, Ag Land ATV, Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, Insurance of the Heartland, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, Broken Bow Livestock, and Moline Seed and Fence. Should be a great game. It's the D1-8 district final. When we come back, we'll kind of take a look at what's going on in Class D as far as district finals being played this evening across the state. And then after that, I'll bring in Larry and we'll get you set up for this broadcast between Bancroft-Rosalie and Ansley Litchfield right here on the Thunderbird KBBN.
There are a lot of reasons your local Valley dealer is your trusted partner. Their quick responsiveness, their training and technology products, their extensive irrigation parts inventory, and their ability to service all brands. But when you need problems resolved quickly, there's one most important reason to trust your Valley dealers. Your reason. Contact Todd with Full Circle Irrigation today at their office in Litchfield or Broken Bow for all your irrigation parts, technology, and service needs. That's Full Circle Irrigation, your local Valley dealer.
Jones Group has been serving communities in Nebraska for over 30 years as an independent insurance agency. They hang their hat on the knowledge, coverage, and services they can offer. So when you work with them, you can be sure you're getting the right coverage with sincere service. Jones Group is always proud to support the local communities, and their local agents are happy to help, whether it be home, auto, life, health, crop, business, financial services, and more. Visit the Jones Group team on Main Street in Ansley.
Mike Bailey with Bailey Crop Service in Ansley is proud to support the Ansley Litchfield Spartans student athletes in all that they do. Bailey Crop Service is your Pioneer seed dealer just off Highway 2 in Ansley. Pioneer continues to stand at the forefront of leading genetics in crop production. Stop in or call Mike to learn how Pioneer can benefit your fields. 935-1783. That's Bailey Crop Service in Ansley, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Muddy Creek Ag supports the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. Pete, Brian, Trey, and Brandy are your suppliers of all feed and seed products, Traeger grills, and seasonings as well. They also have new and used seed tenders and are proud to be channel seedmen. Good luck, Spartans, from Muddy Creek Ag. Call them at 308-935-1155. The same people with the same great products on Highway 2 in Ansley, America.
Husker Homes in Ansley is happy to help sponsor this broadcast of the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. They're proud to be a part of the Ansley community at Husker Homes and enjoy helping you find affordable housing. Husker Homes has one-bedroom apartments available. Rent includes all utilities as well as cable TV. Rental amount is based on income. Call 935-1632 or their Broken Bow office at 872-2850 to see if you qualify. Husker Homes is an equal housing opportunity provider, inviting you to visit Ansley soon.
Ag Curate Technologies in Ansley knows that root structure is a big deal. With Precision Plantings Delta Force, you can get the perfect downforce match for your fields, providing the right depth and the ideal seed environment for maximum yield. Learn more about Delta Force and transform your planter today. Talk to your Precision Planting dealer. Call Monty Hermsmeyer, Mike Bailey, Blaine Gibbons, or Randy Wattis at Ag Curate Technologies in Ansley to learn more. 308-935-1783. Happy to help sponsor this sports broadcast and cheering on the Ansley Litchfield Spartans.
Welcome back to Albion as we are about 12 minutes away from the tip between the Panthers and the Spartans. Should be a lot of fun here in Albion, but there's plenty of action going on across the state. Let's first take a look at D1 action that has already come to a close. In the D1-3, it was Johnson Brock facing Sandy Creek. Johnson Brock, the 3 seed, getting a convincing win there, 51-19. In the D1-4, Elm Creek winning 50-36 over McCool Junction. In the D1-5, Dundee County Stratton punched their ticket to state with a 51-36 win over Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family. And in the D1-6, Howells Dodge with a 56-34 victory over 11 seed Bridgeport. Now looking in the D1 at games that are being played this evening. In the D1-1, it's Northwest facing, that's the host site, Northwest in GI, hosting North Platte St. Pat's against Boyd County. That is the 1 and 16 seed matchup. In the D1-2, it's the 2 and 15 matchup between Maywood Hayes Center and Loomis. And then we go to the D1-7, which is in Lexington between Layton and Meade. Looks to be a pretty good matchup there in the 7 and 10 D1-7. And then, of course, you've got the D1-8 right here in front of us. Bancroft-Rosalie is the 8 seed. Ansley Litchfield is the 9 seed. Taking a quick glance at what has happened in D2 already, Shelton hosting Medicine Valley in the 1 and 16 matchup. Shelton coming out big in that one, 90-46 in the D2-1. Why not getting the victory in the D2-3, 79-27 over Hay Springs. Osceola with the victory over Friend in the 4 and 13 seed matchup, 64-45. And then, of course, on a broadcast you heard last night on KBBN, it was Sumner Eddyville Miller, the 5 seed, getting the victory over number 12 Creighton in a thrilling 46-43 fashion in the D2-5. But of course tonight we're talking D1-8 action between Bancroft-Rosalie Panthers and the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. We're going to take one last break. When we come back, I'll welcome Larry into the broadcast, and we'll kind of break down these two teams and what we expect to see on the floor tonight here in Albion on KBBN.
Everyone at BD and Broken Bow would like to wish the area basketball teams the best of luck as they battle this postseason. BD loves supporting youth sports and the bright student athletes who work hard to compete in every event. And they're proud to help sponsor this live broadcast. You know the teams have worked tirelessly to reach this point. BD and Broken Bow, cheering on our area athletes on the hardwood.
In basketball, going cold isn't a good thing. But at Dairy Queen and Broken Bow, it's just the opposite. A cold treat will always make you smile, no matter the time of year. Visit them today for a signature blizzard, a dilly bar, ice cream cake, or one of several other chilly treats. Treat yourself to something amazing today, only at Broken Bow DQ, where happy tastes good. Proud sponsors of high school sports in this broadcast.
Joe's Motor Company in Hazard is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Pickup trucks are designed to work hard and be dependable, and pickup trucks are what Joe's Motor Company specializes in. You can't miss them when you're cruising down Highway 2 past Hazard. Give them a call today at 308-452-3030 or visit joesmotorcompany.com. Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, 25 miles north of Kearney or 45 miles northwest of Grand Island. Proud sponsors of this broadcast.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
Rhodey Feeders is happy to help sponsor this sports broadcast of our local athletes. Rhodey Feeders is located 4 miles east of Ansley between mile marker 298 and 299 on Highway 2. Offering 60 years of performance testing, they invite you to attend the Nebraska Bull Test Cell coming up March 22nd at the Broken Bow Livestock Market, featuring bulls they help prepare. You can view the bulls anytime at Rhodey Farms and see the details of their upcoming bull sale at nebraskabulltest.com.
Since our bank was founded in 1905, we have been the community bank that's part of your community. Whether it's Friday night at the football game or volunteering at the local celebration, at Town & Country Bank, building relationships is what matters. That's why we gladly support the towns in which we live and work. This is Heather at Town & Country Bank, and I invite you to stop in today and let us show you how banking should be. Town & Country Bank, relationships you can bank on.
Relationships matter. Town & Country Bank.
Member FDIC.
We welcome you back to Albion as we are getting closer with every passing second to the tip-off between Ansley Litchfield and Bancroft-Rosalie. Welcome in my broadcast partner for this contest, Larry Cotner. Larry, good evening.
Good evening. It's going to be a fun one here tonight in Albion. My first time at Boone Central High School Gymnasium. I know you were here a couple of years ago for an Ensemble-Myrna game in the district finals, but this is a wonderful atmosphere here. Should be an interesting game between Ansley Litchfield and Bancroft-Rosalie.
Should be a lot of fun. I'll let you make your choice. Do you want to talk about the 8 seed or the 9 seed first?
Well, you know, when you got the 8 versus the 9, and that's what we have on both radio stations tonight is the D1-8 here and the D1-9 or the D2-8 over on KCNI, and those are usually the best matchups. And we take a look at it tonight. Ansley Litchfield comes from a very good conference in the Fort Kearney Conference. They went 3 for 3 last night in their games with Sumner, Eddyville, Miller winning, Elm Creek and Amherst all advancing. Loomis is also playing tonight at Maywood Hay Center along with Ansley Litchfield here. They've had some good wins over the year, and you look at their losses. Amherst twice, once to Elm Creek, but they came back and beat them, and then a good Shelton team, and maybe a Ravenna game that they probably would have liked to have played them in the sub-district to maybe avenge last week, but they ended up playing Pleasanton. So, you know, they've got some really good wins. For Bancroft-Rosalie, you look at it, they've only lost to one D1 opponent. That's Meade, who is also playing tonight. Otherwise, their losses have come to C2, Clarkson Lee, who won the state football title, Ponca and Wisner Pilger, and C1 teams, Fort Calhoun, who was at state last year, and Winnebago, who got eliminated in a district final last night.
Should be pretty interesting when you start looking at the schedule of both of these teams coming to this point. No real like opponents to draw on all that much, and that's kind of what it comes down to when it comes to district finals. We talked about this a little bit in the car headed over here. You get these matchups across state that are not happening in any way, shape, or form, whether it be conference play, maybe holiday tournaments every now and then, but when you're playing at neutral sites like this, of course, if you folks don't know, it usually means the schools are over 180 miles apart. So they find a host school in the middle, and Albion, at least on the eye test, is about right smack dab in the middle between the communities of Ansley, Litchfield, and Bancroft.
Yeah, and it's a perfect place for this matchup here tonight. And we take a look at these teams out there. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be experienced. Bancroft-Rosalie, they have lived in Lincoln over the last 8 years. 2015, I remember watching them there. But from 2018 to 2021, they were there every single year, including back-to-back C2 championships in 19 and 20. Now, it's not the same team anymore, but you still got some pretty good athletes, and we've seen them warming up. A lot of dunks from guys that aren't even starting, so you know they're athletic. For Ansley Litchfield, you know, you got a couple Bailey boys. They're very athletic. Leighton Rohde, you know, they've got a good nucleus. And then, of course, Matt Drew, he's a quality coach. He's been there. He's won a state title at Giltner. He knows what to expect in a game like this.
Should be a lot of fun between these two teams. Larry kind of broke down a little bit about each of them. You know, we talk so often when it comes to teams, Larry, about culture. And between Bancroft-Rosalie, Lyons, and Decatur, there's been a lot of culture there no matter how you put those different communities together, more specifically BRLD as of late, but now kind of broken apart. But it seems like Bancroft-Rosalie has kind of picked up where BRLD left off.
Yeah, the LD was Lyons Decatur, and they went 5-19 this year, so they were able to drop down from C2 to D1 and still have a lot of the quality players that they're going to put out there on the court.
Should be a lot of fun. We're about 2 minutes away from the tip. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the starters and get you set up for the contest right here on KBBN Radio and the Sand Hills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
D Ranch of Litchfield is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. Dan and Clarissa are proud to say their stock is harvested at a local Nebraska USDA inspected locker. Cuts are sold by the pound, frozen and prepackaged. Offerings include beef, pork, and mixed cut boxes. They offer local delivery and pickup as well as shipping to a majority of the lower 48 states. They do winter deliveries to Grand Island, Kearney, and Broken Bow too. Visit them on Facebook, The Setting D Ranch.
Connie Johnson at Main Street Styles in Ansley would like to congratulate the Ansley Litchfield Spartans on their success on and off the court. Encouraging one another to become leaders and building teamwork in our schools are important qualities in our life and our community. Connie provides a large selection of family hair care services, facial waxing, nail services, ear piercing, and also has a suntan bed available. Connie would like to help you with your hair care needs. Give her a call at Main Street Styles in Ansley, 935-1489.
Pate's Farm Service is a proud supporter of Ansley Litchfield Spartan athletics, both in sports and academics. They know how hard the athletes work to give their best effort, and they want to wish them the best of luck as they work this season. Pate's Farm Service in Litchfield is your locally owned and operated parts and service provider for all the ag diesel equipment you need. Call Scott today to schedule your tune-up or repair. Proud to sponsor this broadcast, Pate's Farm Service.
You're listening to the D1-8 District Final on KBBN Radio and the Sand Hills Express YouTube and Facebook pages with video streaming with the radio call on top. Thanks for joining us for our broadcast. Right around the corner, right here from Albion at Boone Central High School, we will have the starting lineups for you on KBBN and Sand Hills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. We invite you to share those links for folks that want to listen or watch this game. And remember, folks, many of those smart TVs out there these days have that YouTube app, so you can throw it up on your TV and watch it with your family. No need to keep it on that small laptop or tablet. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and then the tip for you on KBBN Radio.
The Den Bar and Grill in Hazard is open at 11 Monday through Saturday with awesome daily specials. Thursday night, head in for homemade pizza night. On Friday, the noon special is hot beef, and that night it's specialty burger night. Saturday, chicken fried steak is served up for lunch, and Saturday night it's steak. Sunday, join them for breakfast opening at 9. Follow them on Facebook for updates. The Den Bar and Grill in Hazard, sponsors of this broadcast.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo Murray debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rods, body, and paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Cattle producers, AeroSeed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. AeroSeed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at AeroSeed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from AeroSeed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
For a free insurance protection review, contact Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer at 872-5105.
Welcome back to Albion. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We will start with Bancroft-Rosalie. The Panthers come into this one with a record of 19-6. Number 3 is Samuel Dick. He is a sophomore standing 6 feet tall. Mason Dozel is a senior standing 6 feet even. Elliot Nodelman is a senior standing 6'2". Drake Porter, a sophomore, 5'10". And Braylon Snyder rounds out the starting lineup for Bancroft-Rosalie. He is a sophomore standing 6'7". Corey Meyer is the head coach of the Panthers. Now for the Ansley Litchfield Spartans, Luke Bailey in the starting lineup. He's a sophomore standing 6'1". Leighton Rohde, a senior standing 6'1" as well. Ryan Bailey is a junior standing 6'3". Zachary Loy is a junior standing 6'1", and Ashton Beamerwald is a junior standing 5'10". Matt Drew is the head coach of the Ansley Litchfield Spartans, who come into this one with a record of 18-5. Excited to pass along to you that over on our sister station KCNI, which you can listen to at 1280 AM, 96.3 FM, KCNI1280.com, or the free KCNI app. Brent Apperson has the call over there between Santee, the 8 seed, and Mullen, the 9 seed. He's got himself a really good one. At the half, it's 25 all, and Clayton Moore has 16 of those 25 for Mullen. Kind of one of those teams, Larry, that doesn't go really deep on their bench because they really can't. Not a very large team, kind of one of those Sandhills teams that really puts about as many kids out onto the basketball court as they can as a genuine D2 team, taking on another fun team to kind of see how they're doing this season in Santee.
And we were talking about that game on the way up here, and Styles was what we were talking about, where it's 25-25. That favors Mullen. The lower the score favors the Broncos in that game because Santee wants to get out there and really run the basketball, where Clayton Moore, Coach Wade Marsh, they want to slow it down and be a little more meticulous. So that game, a very exciting one. Brent's got a good one over in Ord.
I know a lot of you that are tuned into this one are watching to support Bancroft-Rosalie or Ansley Litchfield, but if you are just kind of tuning in as an outside observer, maybe you don't have any fan skin in the game, so to speak, and you want to do some channel surfing, that one is over on KCNI Pure Country, available to you. It started a half hour before this one, which is going to get started here very, very shortly. The teams have been introduced to those in attendance, the non-starters and the starters alike. Ansley Litchfield runs out on the floor first. They await Bancroft-Rosalie to join them. Ansley Litchfield in the road black uniforms with the gold trim and gold numerals. They'll work left to right as you imagine the court here in Albion. Bancroft-Rosalie right to left in the home whites with the dark blue numerals and trim. The ball is up and the tip is won by Bancroft-Rosalie. Elliot Nodelman brings it into the front court. Pink shoes on his feet. Nodelman to the far side, off to Drake Porter. Porter, one dribble back to Nodelman. quick reset as we're 15 seconds into this D1-8 district final. Nottleman left to right, off to Porter. Porter, a jab step, passes it back up top. Ansley Litchfield kind of in a 1-3-1 zone here, but it's not a trap zone. The Panthers continue to work the ball around. The dribble and the shot up by Dojal, and he gets it to go from about 8 feet. Dropped the left hand off of it and got it to go with one.
Very patient against that man-to-man defense.
Ansley Litchfield facing some full court pressure. Rhodey brings it into the front court. Plays a little bit of catch with Luke Bailey. Now Bailey with it far side. Luke, a few dribbles, hands it off to Leighton Rhodey. They continue to play catch. 1 minute gone in this one. Bancroft-Rosalie leads 2-0. First offensive possession for Ansley Litchfield, and the ball goes off the side of the face of Beamerwald, who wasn't ready for it, and taking it the rest of the way off the turnover is Nottleman. Just a bad mistake here early in this one for Ansley Litchfield. The recipient of the pass, Beamerwald, wasn't ready for it, and it smacked him right in the temple. Rhodey, the drive, gets it off to Loy. Loy, one dribble, and a kick ball going to be called as Luke Bailey was the intended recipient of that pass, but it was kicked away.
The Spartans right now trying to feel out this 1-3-1 extended up top zone that Bancroft-Rosalie is starting the game out in.
Ansley Litchfield back in the half court after the inbound. Loy with it, off to Beamerwald. Ashton gets it back up. Zachary Loy dribbles to his left, hands it off. Luke Bailey drives in, backs in, turns around, finds room, shot, can't get it to go. Rebound inside, put back up and in by Ryan Bailey. Good crash of the boards. He was in the right place and knew what to do with it. Bailey with the first 2 points for Ansley Litchfield. They trail 4-2. Panthers basketball, and it's a turnover. Bailey snags the ball on the post entry inside to Braylon Snyder. Ansley Litchfield can tie it up or take the lead on this possession. Lloyd dribbles near side, loses his dribble, skips it over to Bailey. Luke surveys, couple of dribbles, goes around the defense, attacks, kicks it out. Rhodey, a three from the corner, got it! It's a lead for Ansley Litchfield here early in this one in Albion.
Ansley Litchfield slow start, but they are coming on right now in the last 2 possessions.
Turnaround jumper from the free throw line falls short for Dojal, and it's another stop for Ansley Litchfield. They pull down the defensive rebound. Luke Bailey into the front court. Checking in at the next dead ball will be Jacob Heapy as he comes to the scorer's table. Rhodey with it far side. Good patient offense again. Tries to get it inside to Ryan Bailey, who's it off of out of bounds. I think they called it last off of the Panthers.
And that was going to be a tough pass to make down there from Rhodey to Bailey, but he was trying to kind of just thread the needle.
Rhodey, the recipient of the inbounds, it's slapped away. Good defense from Nottleman. And let's see, I think they're going to have somebody come in and well, yeah, there's some blood on the floor, I think. Beamerwald left, and I saw them putting something in his nose. He had a bloody nose, and now the official has noticed some blood on the floor. So they're going to call in the special individual that is designated to blood spill situations and get that cleaned up.
We'll go to our wrestling term, blood time.
Yeah, a little bit of blood time here. That'll give us an opportunity to thank your friends at Clang Financial. They're honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you might have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Clang Financial is located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Go and talk to them at Clang Financial. They'll be glad that you stopped by. Well, Larry, it's been a really good start to this game for Ansley Litchfield. You know, they kind of gave up that early score to the Panthers, but their defense and their offense has gotten them this 1 point lead.
Well, and Ryan Bailey coming up with that big offensive board and putback. You just saw the confidence start to build. It's once they got some points on the board, and then he comes up with the steal at the other end, and that really kind of got things going. And then Leighton Rhodey adding the three, and now...
Well, they found more blood. We were just about to get underway, and the same official steps about 5 feet forward and finds a little bit more blood on the floor. So the blood cleaning crew has come back out on the floor. They're going to clean that up a little bit more. And, you know, if it fell in the right place, it would blend right in with the Boone Central floor here in Albion. Got to mention, before we get too far into the broadcast, beautiful facility here in Albion. Wonderful place to take in a game as a fan or a broadcaster. They've been very kind to us as we've appeared here today as well. We're back underway. Heapy, a three from the corner. Back of the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for and pulled out of there by Bancroft-Rosalie. Snyder pulled it down with his 6'7" frame. And now what do we have here? Oh, the ball's going to be called off of the Spartans as I think Rhodey got a poke on the ball behind Nottleman.
I think that's a good call. Nottleman fell down after it had been slapped away and then didn't get a chance to touch it as it went out of bounds.
With it in the corner, Snyder gives it off. And we reset with Nottleman up top. Near side. Elliott goes left to right. Stops just inside the hoop. Gives it off to Dick. Has an open shot. Takes it. Can't get it to fall. And tracks down his own miss. Nottleman, a three from the top. We got it. And I can tell just by the reaction from the Bancroft-Rosalie fans on the far side that Nottleman might have one of those shots that you just expect to go in when he gets a look like that.
Leading scorer in the game. He's got 5 points.
Bancroft-Rosalie 7, Ansley Litchfield 5, and the pass is through the arms of Loy and the legs as well. It was a low pass, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover back to the Panthers.
Second turnover against the Spartans. The Panthers have committed 1. It's one of those games that you're going to have to make the most out of every possession you get with that basketball.
Nottleman into the front court, stops, gives it off to Dick, and now gets it back. Nottleman far side, over to Porter. Has it taken away. Luke Bailey trying to corral it. Does. Stops in the lane. Over to Rhodey. Has a shot blocked by Nottleman. Wow, he sends that 10 feet out of bounds. Good recovery by Nottleman, but Rhodey thought he put enough weight before putting that one up to where it'd be open, but Nottleman timed it perfectly. Heapy with it. Hounded. Gives it off to Luke Bailey. 3:30 to go here, first quarter. Bancroft-Rosalie on top of the Spartans of Ansley Litchfield 7-5. Heapy with it. Now corner to Rhodey. Layton back to Heapy. Around to Loy up top. Uses the dribble. Hands it off to Heapy. Comes near side. Has it poked away. Turnover into the hands of Samuel Dick. Dick into the front court. Palm the basketball. Turnover right back.
Third turnover on Bancroft-Rosalie. Evens things up in the turnover category for the two teams.
Things pretty even here. Score, turnovers, and foul department. We have yet to have a foul whistled in this one.
Rebounds are 2-2.
Luke Bailey, near side, scoop pass off to Rhodey. A little bit of weave action on the near side wing. Heapy traveled with it. Drug that pivot foot ever so slightly, kind of an awkward jump stop / stop. And it just wasn't one or the other, and that results in the turnover.
Officials are watching that a little close, the feet, but you know, as far as the no fouls, there really hasn't been. There's been some small contact, but really neither end has there been a lot of contact.
Panthers back in the half court. Porter off to Nottleman. Lob inside. Braylon Schneider turns around, scores from 5. That 6'7" frame, he went right over the top.
Just a sophomore.
Ansley Litchfield kind of has gone cold here offensively after their first 5 points were scored after the Panthers went up 4-0. Lloyd gives it off. Bailey, now Rhodey. Rhodey to Luke Bailey. Drives in. Floater, can't get it to fall. Snyder the rebound. Gives it off to Samuel Dick. Dick into the front court. Holds it up, gives it off to Nottleman. Far side over to Porter. Now Nottleman. Dick calling for the ball near side. Nottleman goes inside, now scoops it out to him. And now up top they go to Dojal. Hands it off to Dick. Far side, over to Porter. Lobs it in. Snyder puts up the shot, can't get it to go. And the fight for the rebound is pulled down by Dojal. And he's going to be fouled. I think they're going to get Luke Bailey on this one. And all things considered, not a bad foul because he was kind of in that go right back up with it and score situation.
Yeah, it was a good place to come up with that foul, and he did it early going after the rebound.
Drake Porter drives in, shot blocked. Couldn't tell if it was behind by Luke Bailey or in front by Ryan Bailey. Either way, a Bailey got a block, and we're going the other way with the Spartans.
Not sure if both of them didn't get some contact on that basketball.
9-5 is the Bancroft-Rosalie lead over Ansley Litchfield. Leighton Rohde with the bounce. Gets it off. Luke Bailey near side wing. Luke gives it in. Ryan Bailey corrals it. Recovers. Kicks it out. Beamerwald. Now we reset with Luke Bailey. To Loy. Far side high post. Turns. Double teamed. Has to kick it out. Luke Bailey has an angle. Gets the rim and scores it. Wow, good offense from Luke Bailey. Did well to corral a tough pass to receive and scored it inside.
He covered a lot of ground from the free throw line up to the hoop and used his offhand, the right hand, to make the bucket.
Now inside, Braylon Schneider, cut off, kicks it out. Nodeman's three, off the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound, Doziel. Panthers reset. Nodeman, top of the key again, gets this one. The second chance opportunity results in 3 points for the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie, and they extend their lead.
Nodelman, a very familiar name in that Bancroft-Rosalie school. That's a name that has been around quite a bit, and Elliott holding up that name pretty good. 8 points already in this game.
That was a big make for the Panthers. They go up 12-7. It was only a 2-point game before that make, and now Ansley Litchfield's going to hold this one for one shot. Luke Bailey dribbles forward, crossover, pull up in the lane, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound is going to go out of bounds, and the clock, I thought, expired after the whistle, but I think everyone is okay, it appears, with this one going to the second quarter. It's 12-7. Bancroft-Rosalie leads Ansley Litchfield after one on KBBN.
Governmental guaranteed loan programs can make dreams happen. That's why Custer Federal State Bank is passionate about helping you with them. Their SBA lending team can help you navigate the process of launching your business and also guide business owners looking to sell or transition their work to another person. Don't let worrying about the ins and outs of getting started push your dreams aside. Talk to Custer Federal State Bank of Broken Bow and Kearney, member FDIC.
Four County Heating and Air owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. They'll be there for you all throughout the remainder of the cold weather season and there to help you prepare for the warm season as well. Call Four County Heating and Air in Broken Bow at 872-2258. Thank you to Four County Heating and Air for bringing you this sports broadcast.
And another update on that Mullen-Santee game with 3:35 remaining in the third quarter. Mullen with the lead, 32-28. Again, that's over on KCNI.
Mullen looking to join SEM as an area team from the KBBN listening area at State. Luke Bailey, the and one, just like that. He attacks, scores, gets knocked to the floor, and he's looking to make a 3-point play as we start the second quarter. This would be big for the Spartans out of the gate in the second.
And you got to like the way he attacks the basket, goes into that lane, and it had the nice soft shooter's touch there.
And he completes the 3-point play. Luke Bailey scores 3 with almost no time off the clock in the second period. Nodeman into the front court for Bancroft-Rosalie. Backs it out. Gives it off to Wegner, far side into the game for the first time. Braylon dribbles around Luke Bailey, and a timeout called. Oh, Ashton Beamerwald still bleeding quite a bit out of that nose, and you can tell he's bugged by it.
Yep.
He doesn't want to come out of the game. No one wants to have to leave a game or a wrestling match for that matter for a bloody nose, but you can't be having it.
And he didn't even realize it. He kind of looked at the official like, what's wrong? And they advised him what's going on there.
Well, sweat, blood, it's liquid on my face. You're in the moment, you can't really tell. Ball back in play, Bancroft-Rosalie, a 3 in the corner for Dick, and he gets it to go. And the threes are a big part of the offense for Bancroft-Rosalie in this one so far.
And I think if you're Ansley Litchfield, you'd rather still see Dick in the corner shooting that 3 than Nodelman up top.
Loy hands it off to Rohde. Rohde left to right, double teamed in the lane, kicks it out. Loy puts up a 3, can't answer. Ryan Bailey the rebound inside. Tries to go up with it, but cut off. by the 6'7" Braylon Snyder. Luke Bailey, nice feed over to Loy, goes inside, can't get it to go. Ryan Bailey can't track it down, but Loy does. It's another opportunity for Ansley Litchfield. They'll get a third look at it. Loy, handoff, Luke Bailey, free throw line. Tries to get it to Heapy, it's slapped away. Now Heapy tracks it down, gives it off to Rhodey. Kind of helter-skelter this possession. Luke Bailey goes all the way in and scores it. What an athletic play for Luke. That first step got him there, Larry.
He's got 7 points, and that was a nice, strong move, and he gets elevation when he takes it to the hole.
The 8-9 matchup has been a great one so far. Bancroft-Rosalie basketball, shot put up inside. Doziel couldn't get it to go. And the one and done this time as the Spartans pull down the miss. Luke Bailey at the top of the key, gets the call out from Coach Drew. High post look. Loy off to Bailey. Luke stops far side wing, uses the dribble now. Comes in the middle, kicks it out. Heapy 3 up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Bancroft-Rosalie. Here come the Panthers. Nodeman into the front court, gets it off to Dick, now gets it back. Fakes the 3, now backs it out. Ansley Litchfield doing well to chase him off the line, but the times they haven't, he's made them pay. Dick in the corner now, Nodeman up top. Nodeman gives it off. Porter, near side, lost it, gives it to Nodeman. Skip pass, almost intercepted by Rhodey, who commits the foul. Just an inadvertent foul on Samuel Dick as their legs collided as Rhodey was going for the pickoff, and it was almost successful.
Only the second foul against Ansley Litchfield, the first one on Leighton Rhodey, and Samuel Dick kind of getting a tough one right there. That's when the thighs kind of hit together, and that really will hurt sometimes when you get maybe a knee there.
Well, these low foul situations make for some intense basketball in close games down the stretch. We'll see how it plays out. Elliot Nodeman, Beamerwald on him. Now Luke Bailey helping out a little bit as Nodeman reverses court. That kind of 1-3-1 zone still being shown by Ansley Litchfield. The 3 is up from Wegner, can't get it to go. One and done as Rhodey pulls down the weak side rebound. Leighton Rhodey into the front court, looking to tie or come within 1 on this trip are the Spartans. Luke Bailey, the 6'1 sophomore, holds it up, gets the call from Coach Drew, now steps forward. Bailey backs in at the free throw line, cut off, out to Heapy. Heapy left to right, back to Bailey. Bailey tries to go baseline. Nice defense there from Doziel. Back to Heapy, spins, out to Bailey. Bailey from 10, pull-up jumper, can't get the roll. Man, the defense was tight there by Doziel. I can't believe he got that shot to even get to the rim.
Yeah, Mason Doziel was right in his face each time. We're seeing some really good leg movement by both these teams on defense.
Doziel now near side to Porter. Drake Porter stops, kicks it up top to Doziel. Frank Doziel, that is. Now Mason Doziel, near side wing, skip pass over to Wegner. Wegner, a couple of dribbles, cut off by Bailey at the top, nowhere to go with it, and he throws it away. Loy wants to run, it's 2-on-1, nifty crossover, Loy inside, Loy scores! Wow, great attack by the junior Zachary Loy, intercepted it at 3/4 court and took it all the way home despite a 2-on-1 situation, and the Panthers want to talk things over as the Spartans have pulled within 1 here on KBBN.
The Grocery Cart Rewards Program is a great way for you to save on items in the aisles and on gas for your car. Every month we feature new products you can purchase with points you earn from shopping at the Grocery Cart, or use your points at Casey's and Broken Bow to fill up with a discount. Signing up is easy, just ask them at the Grocery Cart. Scan your card and earn those free groceries. It's easy as that at Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Albion. Good crowd on hand for this one, and we're glad to have you folks along. If you weren't able to make the drive on a Tuesday evening, glad to have you listening to the radio broadcast or watching the video stream this evening. Jeremy Scheib and Larry Kottner with you. Grant Winterer behind the camera, doing a great job swinging that thing back and forth to show you a visual from here at Boone Central High School. Bancroft-Rosalie out of their timeout, comes back in the half court, no doubt with the set play set up. Although now it kind of looks like motion offense. Nottaman chased off the three-point line. A three is up in the corner by Drake Porter. And wow, the threes keep coming from the Panthers. The Spartans have really not given them anything inside, but it kind of looks like Bancroft-Rosalie happy to shoot it from outside. Luke Bailey, nice entry pass, caught inside, finds an angle and scores it. Panther fans wanted to travel, but I think Luke kept that toe down just barely and was able to find over the rim.
The defense was there, but he did a great job of reversing it.
And now Nottaman called for a double dribble. They say he carried the ball and will go the other way. A turnover. The ball is back to the Spartans. It's still a 2-point deficit. They're kind of trading threes and twos at this point, Larry.
Yeah, right now four three-pointers for Bancroft-Rosalie, but they haven't been getting a lot inside. And Ansley Litchfield, that's where they're getting their points.
Leighton Rohde, a three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound inside, Braden Schneider. Off to Nottaman. It's one and done for the Spartans, who fall back on defense. Drake Porter with it, far side. Now near side wing, Doziel gets it to Dick in the corner. Snyder, back end, shoots over Ryan Bailey. Good defense by Ryan, and he knocks home the rebound. Has it poked out of his hands, but it was last off of the Panthers.
Did a good job of getting in front of Snyder on that shot and then blocking out. Doziel was coming in strong, but he fought him off.
Snyder has kind of been about all that Bancroft-Rosalie has had as far as inside play goes. Everything else has been outside. Inside goes Luke Bailey. Count it, and the foul. That young man is an offensive machine so far in this one.
And this is his second opportunity at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. He's the first player on either side in double figures with 11 points.
Bailey takes the lead for the Spartans at the free throw line. It's 19-18. What a first half in this D1-8 district final. Nottaman into the front court. Right to left. Pass tipped. Free throw line. Doziel attacks out to Nottaman. Chased off the three-point line. Pull up from 10. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Is pulled out of there by Doziel. But then Leighton Rohde takes it away from him, and it's taken right back. Snyder might have traveled with it. There, he got caught on the second travel. He got away with one, but he didn't get away with the second one inside, and the ball goes back to Ansley Litchfield, who are looking to put a run together here late in the first half.
And that was a big call because Porter knocked down another three. We talked about that in the pregame, that you said he looked like he was a three-point shooter. He's got that three-quarter rotation. That one won't count.
Beamer Walton near side, off to Rohde. Leighton to Loy, now far side Bailey. Luke up to Ryan. Now Ryan near side to Loy. Missed a man inside. They give it off to Rohde instead. Three is off of the side of the iron, and Beamerwald slaps it out of bounds on the fight for the rebound. They had Beamerwald inside. It would have been a really quick, and it would have had to have been a perfectly timed pass, but he was wide open inside.
Yeah, he had about a split second there where he was standing underneath with nobody around him.
Nottaman gives it off to Dick, tries to lob it inside. It's slapped away. Nottaman finds the ball again, looking for a three-point shot again. Luke Bailey, good defense. The ball gets off to Dick. Dick, deep three-pointer, caught it all. Wow. These Panther shooters look comfortable from behind the three-point line.
That is the fifth three-pointer in the ball game for Bancroft-Rosalie.
Ryan Bailey gives it off. Loy drives in, cut off, kicks it out to Rohde. Rohde, left to right, in the lane, gives it to Beamerwald. Was open, instead goes for Ryan Bailey, turns it over. Should have gone up with the ball.
I think Snyder affected that pass, made that extra pass.
And now a turnover. Luke Bailey picks it off, goes the other way, goes up and jams it home! It's a dunk for Luke Bailey. The sophomore skies high for two more for the Spartans. 21 all, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Bancroft-Rosalie in the half court. Ansley Litchfield on defense. Nottaman resets, gets the call from Corey Meyer. And time's gonna expire. That's how we go to halftime. A dunk from Luke Bailey and no shot from Bancroft-Rosalie. What a first half in the D1-8 district final. These teams battling hard to see who goes to state come back for the second half and the first half numbers after we take a break and hear from our sponsors on KBBN.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Agland Day TV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland Day TV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland Day TV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
Where do you go when it's a beautiful, gorgeous day? If you need a great place to relax, grill, and enjoy time with friends and family, go with a deck made with quality TimberTech terrain decking from Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. You can build a deck of all shapes and sizes, plus Mead Lumber stocks brown oak and silver maple. Whether you're starting from scratch or you're just doing a new surface, Mead Lumber looks forward to helping plan your project. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring you this broadcast. Did you know that we can treat you right in your home if you are not able to come into our clinic? We provide balance assessments and treatments, education on improving home safety, caregiver education, and evidence-based one-on-one care. These services are available out of all 5 of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, Kearney, Burwell, and Gothenburg. Call us to learn more at 872-5111. For Team Physical Therapy, that's 872-5111.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
Cared for Sports in Broken Bow loves cookies, and right now they will share their cookies with you. For every $50 purchase you make, you will get a box of Girl Scout cookies in support of our local Girl Scouts. Time to gear up now for track, baseball, and softball, whether you're an athlete or a fan. Remember, if they don't have it, talk to Scott, and he'll try to get it for you. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
Anytime is a good time to buy plants because of indoor plants. The Garden Center has some rare and exciting indoor plants you need to lay eyes on. They're priced right and they're rare. Some might even call them unusual. They will satisfy your need for something new and different. They have the potting soil, creative and stylish pots, and plant displays you need too. Closed Sunday and Monday, open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. Open year-round for you, the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Albion. Before we get to the scoring numbers between Bancroft-Rosalie and Ansley Litchfield with this game in front of us, want to give you an update on what's going on our sister station, KCNI Pure Country. It's Mullen and Santee battling. If you folks remember this, there were 4 teams in D2 that received wild cards, and Santee and Mullen were 2 of those 4 teams, and they're going against each other for a right to play in the state tournament. Couldn't ask for much more of a game there. 39-38, Mullen leaves it with 5:22 left in the fourth quarter. Brent's got that one going on KCNI radio as well as online and on the app. So if you want to poke over there after we give you the stats here, wouldn't fault you for that one, but I don't think you're going to want to tune away from our game either, as we're 21-all between Bancroft-Rosalie and Ansley Litchfield. With a look at those numbers, here's Larry.
Oh, and I'm not sure I would have thought this before the game, but it's been the inside game for Ansley Litchfield against the outside shooting for Bancroft-Rosalie, and it's matched up well. 21-21 here at halftime. It has been the Luke Bailey show tonight. He had 2 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter when they outscored Bancroft-Rosalie 14-9 in that period. 14 to lead all scorers here at halftime for Luke Bailey. 3 points on a three-point shot for Leighton Rohde. 2 points each for Ryan Bailey. He got the first points of the game on a rebound and putback. And 2 points for Zach Loy on a nice move inside. For Bancroft-Rosalie, it's been Elliot Nottleman leading the way with 8 in the game, but all of those came in the opening quarter. He's got 2 3-pointers. 2 3-pointers as well for Samuel Dick. He's got 6 in the game. A 3-point shot for Drake Porter. So you figure that up, 5 3-pointers in the first half for Bancroft-Rosalie. 15 of their 21 points from three-point land. 2 points each for Mason Dolzal and also for Braylon Snyder. Rebounding, pretty even. 9 for Bancroft-Rosalie in the first half. 8 boards for Ansley Litchfield. Turnovers fairly close to. 6 first half turnovers for the Spartans. Panthers have committed 8. And at the free throw line, well, Bancroft-Rosalie has not seen the free throw line so far in the first half. And Luke Bailey went up there 2 times to complete 3-point plays the old-fashioned way. He made both 2 for 2 at halftime for Ansley Litchfield. So again, Luke Bailey leading the way for the Spartans with 14, 8 points for Elliot Nottleman. We are all knotted up here at halftime in Albion, 21-21.
We're going to take one more break after we thank Thrivent Financial. Scott Harvey is your local Thrivent Financial representative. Life insurance can help you protect your future and loved ones, but your needs may change over time. Thrivent is committed to helping you find solutions that align with your life. Schedule your checkup today. Call 308-872-2511 to learn how Scott can help you. Thank you to Thrivent Financial agent Scott Harvey for bringing you this sports broadcast. One commercial break stands between us and second half action on KBBN and the St. Hills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Let the games begin. Pregame Bank enables you to manage your finances from the bleachers, sidelines, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, reimburse friends and family for concession stand goods with Zelle, and even set up automatic payments or reminders to never miss a payment again with Bill Pay. The ball is in your court. Pregame Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all student athletes a safe and successful season. Pregame Bank, member FDIC.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you by Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, where we deliver caring and comprehensive health care right here close to home. The specialty clinic brings area residents access to the area's most experienced physicians in cardiology, general surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, orthopedics, and more, partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
A to Z Lawn Pro has moved, but don't worry. They're still continuing to offer their great services such as fertilizer, weed, and bare ground programs. Plus, they'll also help you with grass seedings during the spring and fall seasons. Their new shop is at their house at 2056 North 9th Avenue in Broken Bow. A handy payment drop box is out front. Their phone number has changed too. It's 308-870-1762. A couple of changes, but the same great service from A to Z Lawn Pro.
Well, Larry, as we get set for the second half here at Boone Central High School between Bancroft-Rosalie and Ansley Litchfield, both of these coaches had some very positive things that they could say about what their team did in the first half. It's maybe those minor tweaks defensively that might give one of them the edge and get them into the state tournament.
Well, you know, the Bancroft-Rosalie, they're going to try to find an answer for Luke Bailey and try to do something a little bit different They had Nottleman on Leighton Rohde in the first half. Be interested to see if they switch him over against Luke Bailey. And then for Ansley Litchfield, they've just done a good job on defense and kept Bancroft-Rosalie out on the perimeter.
Bancroft-Rosalie basketball as we start the second half. They lob it inside, post-to-post give. Hounded inside, and turning it over is Mason Doziel. Luke Bailey into the front court. He's hounded and has it slapped away. It'll stay with Ansley Litchfield. Meanwhile, over on KCNI, trying to steal one away, and 36 seconds left in that contest as Mullen is headed to the free throw line, up 45-44. Trying to put that one away and head to state, joining our other area team, SEM, at the state tournament. Ansley Litchfield almost turns it over. Rohde receives the inbounds, or the save inbounds by Beamerwald. Luke Bailey set for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Ryan Bailey. Ryan can't go back up with it. Double team, kicks it out. Loy, another try. Can't get it to fall. Rebound this time to the Panthers. Dick holds it up, hands it off to Nottleman. Nottleman into the front court. Now in the corner, they go only momentarily to Porter. He lobs it inside to Snyder, goes up with it, scores it over the outstretched arms of Ryan Bailey.
And Snyder being a little more aggressive with that move as he turned into Bailey and used his height advantage.
Ball slapped out of bounds as the Spartans work into the front court. Mullen, by the way, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They're up by 2. And with 24 seconds in that one, it looks like they got a turnover and were fouled again. So they'll go back to the free throw line. Ansley Litchfield in the half court. Loy with it far side. Lob to Luke Bailey. The alley-oop is successful. A perfect pass. And Luke Bailey knew what to do with it.
Boy, they had that screen all set up on this left side, and they got the backdoor pass right to him.
Bancroft-Rosalie in the half court. Nottleman with it, plays catch with Dick. Now in the corner, they go to Porter. Inside to Snyder. Snyder backs in, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound is going to be out of bounds, but a foul going to be called on Doziel. He was in the back.
And I think that's only the second foul tonight against Bancroft-Rosalie, but both go against Mason Doziel.
Clayton Moore was at the free throw line, couldn't make it a 2-possession game for Mullen on our sister station KCNI, and now a 10-second call against the Spartans. So a quick turnover back to Bancroft-Rosalie, and the Panthers will see what they can do with it. Tie game again. We were at 21 all at half. Now with 2 minutes gone, it's 23 all. Lob inside to Snyder. Snyder rolls. Hounded. Out to Nottleman. Nottleman thought about the three. Goes inside. Turnover. Loy got his hands on it, but first it was Ryan Bailey to poke it into his hands. Luke Bailey behind the back. Across the lane. Recontrols it. Holds it up. Goes to Rohde. Leighton resets top of the key. Near side, now far side over to Loy. Loy lobs it. Luke Bailey skies for it. Gives it to Rohde, who scores it. Wow, the athleticism by Luke Bailey to sky for that one. Keep it inbounds, give it to Rohde, and have that play result in points is amazing.
And that move to defense out of position, that was perfect.
Back the other way, Loy, good defense on Snyder, but wow, better offense that time. Braylon Snyder got the hoop and the harm. He'll go to the free throw line looking for a three-point play.
Well, we talked about the fact that the Panthers really didn't go inside much in the first half, and they are definitely going there in the second.
And he completes the three-point play and puts the Panthers up 26-25. Spartans facing the full court pressure. They break it. Ryan Bailey in the front court hands it off to Loy. Zach Loy. Couple of dribbles, loses his dribble, gives it off to Luke Bailey. Leighton Rohde to Loy. Loy, one dribble, back to Rohde. The lefty puts up the three, can't get it to go, follows his miss, attacks, and a charge going to be called. The shoulder contact was there on Mason Doziel, who was in the area. I could really honestly see that one going either way, Larry.
Yeah, me too. Rohde did a good job of following his shot, taking it strong to the hole, but Doziel was able to draw the contact and draw the second foul on Leighton Rohde.
They go back inside to Snyder. Snyder can't get it to go. Tap out, controlled, and now Luke Bailey. Wow, if that is Ansley Litchfield ball, that is one heck of a play by Luke Bailey. The officials talking about it. Bailey tried to throw it off of Bancroft-Rosalie, and they say Bancroft-Rosalie ball. I don't know. I thought Luke Bailey made one heck of a play on the far side on that one. And it's no surprise Coach Drew kind of agrees with me as the Spartans head coach.
I think the question might be is, did it ricochet back off of Nodelman to Bailey? Did it touch him out of bounds? And that's the only thing I could even, but I don't think Matt Drew liked the explanation.
Panthers basketball. Turnover. Bailey ahead to Rhodey. Rhodey, no one in front of him. Ball stripped. It was a good block by Nodelman. He got all ball on it, and it'll be an inbounds for Ansley Litchfield. Good piece of officiating there, I think, Larry, as those layup breakout situations so often result in foul calls. Now Loy on the feed inside by Luke Bailey on the inbounds. He scores two to take the lead back for Ansley Litchfield. On our sister station, KCNI, 3.3 seconds left. Mullen basketball tied at 47. Brent's got a good one over there on KCNI. Bancroft-Rosalie, kick out, 3 up from Porter, can't get it to go. Heapy, the weak side rebound. Ansley Litchfield basketball.
Rhodey might have got a piece of that. If not, he affected that shot.
Luke Bailey with it, just across the timeline. Now Rhodey. 1 point lead for the Spartans. 3:30 to go here, third quarter. Ryan Bailey over to Luke Bailey. Far side wing. Now up to Loy. Zach with the bounce near side to Rhodey. Layton to Ryan Bailey. Now over to Loy. Loy looks inside. Now up top to Luke. Jab step. Thought about attacking. Now out to Loy. Good patient offense from the Spartans again. Ryan Bailey up top. Near side Luke Bailey. Up top. Rhodey attacks. Everyone leaves him. Good clear out by Heapy. And it's 2 more for Ansley Litchfield. Beautiful offense from the Spartans.
Yeah, Heapy did a great job of screening off his man right down low, and that gave a nice lane for Leighton Rhodey.
3 up from Dick. Can't get it to go. Rebound inside. Blocked out of there on the follow by Doziel. The second one can't go from Snyder. And it's 2 shots and done for the Spartans, who get a defensive stop and are up 3. And we've got a foul called away from the ball. And this is going to go on Bancroft-Rosalie's Drake Porter.
Boy, I didn't see what happened there, but and it looks like, by the way, that Mullen and Santee are going to overtime.
Yeah, 4 minutes on the clock over there on KCNI. Boy, good basketball on both of our stations right now. Heapy looking for somebody, throws it in. Luke Bailey receives it, is run into, and a charge is going to be called.
I got to disagree with that one. He got him down low and hooked him with the legs. I think he fell back. I don't like that call at all.
Doziel was again the one on the receiving end of the contact from a Spartans offensive player. I got to agree with you on that one. Last one was pretty close to 50-50. That one was a little bit below the waist, as it kind of looked like Doziel kicked that knee out to sell the call. Panthers back in the half court. Well, it wouldn't be a close basketball game without a little bit of controversy. And now 3 in the lane called against the Panthers. And we go right back the other way. The consistency on the calls for both of these teams from this officiating crew, making this one that much more intense. 2:12 to go, third quarter. Ansley Litchfield 29, Bancroft-Rosalie 26.
The Setting D Ranch of Litchfield is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. Dan and Clarissa are proud to say their stock is harvested at a local Nebraska USDA-inspected locker. Cuts are sold by the pound, frozen and prepackaged. Offerings include beef, pork, and mixed cut boxes. They offer local delivery and pickup, as well as shipping to a majority of the lower 48 states. They do winter deliveries to Grand Island, Kearney, and Broken Bow too. Visit them on Facebook, The Setting D Ranch.
Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial, located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Thank you so much to Clang Financial for bringing you this sports broadcast. And what a broadcast it has been so far. These two teams, Larry, just trading blows.
Yeah, that's been a fun game to watch here tonight, and you just see the chess pieces in action as the coaches are designing plays to get their kids some opportunity at some good-looking buckets against some pretty good defense.
Spartans basketball out of the timeout. Loy, high post, off to Luke Bailey. Attacks, puts up the shot. Blocking foul is called. Almost seemed, I don't know, it was a weird angle for me, Larry. Maybe it's not this way, but it almost seemed like that whistle came before anything really happened. A blocking foul called on Mason Doziel.
That's going to be his third foul. That was big because it was going to be 3 fouls on whoever got that foul.
Luke Bailey knocks home the first free throw, gets a look at the second. That's his 17th point. Luke Bailey, by all accounts, having one heck of a game.
Yeah, he's doing it inside. He's come up with a couple steals as well.
Bailey gets the second one to fall over the front of the rim as well. Goes 2 of 2, and they're going to stop the inbounds here as a sub comes in for the Panthers. That's Braylon Schneider, the 6'7 sophomore. He comes in for Frank Doziel, who got a brief time on the floor. Noneman into the front court. Haven't called his name offensively for a while. Noneman to the near side, lobs it inside. Snyder lost it, turnover to the Spartans. The Spartans defense has been big tonight. Rhodey wants to outgun everybody. Goes to the near side block. Bounces it to Ryan Bailey. Wow, what a feed. Block to block, not even block to block. Maybe about halfway into the lane. Ryan Bailey was ready for that one. Went right up with it and scored.
Tremendous interior passing that time by Leighton Rhodey. Biggest lead of the game by either team.
Panthers back in the half court. It's been all Spartans here lately. Keepy with the defense. Forces a miss. Weak side rebound. Leighton Rhodey just wants to sprint to the other side. Scoop layup blocked. Ryan Bailey the follow. He gets the rebound and is fouled. We'll see if they call this in a shooting motion or not. I think that could be called either way, really. They're going to say he was in the shooting motion. Ryan Bailey will go to the charity stripe.
Gotta love the attitude right now, the Spartans. It's attack, attack, attack.
Ryan Bailey ran the floor and was there for that miss off of the block on Rhodey. And he was there. He had to sprint all the way back up the floor, got there, and that's why he's at the line. Can't get the first one to go. Second one does go. It's a 34-26 lead. Ansley Litchfield here in the third with a minute to go. Meanwhile, quick score update on our sister station. 2 minutes to go as Bancroft-Rosalie turns it over. 2 minutes to go on KCNI. It's 49-all between Santee and Mullen in overtime.
14 turnovers now on Bancroft-Rosalie. 6 in this half. 1 in this half for Ansley Litchfield. That's what allowed the Spartans to open up this lead.
Keepy into the front court, gives it off. Rhodey in the corner. Keepy gets it back. Thought about the three, dribbles it out instead. Up top to Loy. Loy, pull-up jumper from 10, gets it to go. Everything going right for the Spartans. They extend their lead even further. Bancroft-Rosalie looking for anything to answer. Nodeman gives it off. Now Dick left side. Lobs it in. High post to Snyder. Snyder attacks over Bailey. Gets it to go. A much-needed 2 for Braylon Snyder and the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie. Leighton Rhodey breaks the dribble on his own. And we're in the half court. 10 seconds to go, third quarter. 28-36. Spartan lead. Ansley Litchfield basketball. Luke Bailey, the dribble. Tripped up, gives it off to Loy, no call, and we'll go to the fourth. 36-28. Ansley Litchfield leads Bancroft-Rosalie back after this with the fourth quarter.
Baco Transfer Incorporated of Litchfield buys, sells, hauls, and grinds hay and other forage crops year-round. Specializing in handling and processing, their fleet of specialty equipment with experienced operators work with many operations across central Nebraska. They also operate a full-service automotive repair shop for trucks and passenger vehicles in Litchfield. Driven to exceed your customer service expectations, Baco Transfer, proud to help bring you this sports broadcast.
Flatwater Bank is offering a Horizon checking account at 4% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 and 0.15% APY on balances above $25,000. That's right, 4% APY on your checking account. If you're not a checking customer, we'll pay you $400 to switch to a Horizon checking account until April 15th. Visit us at flatwater.bank for all the details.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Albion. The fourth quarter in front of us. Ansley Litchfield, a great third quarter. They've gone up 36-28. A quick drive by Luke Bailey and a quick score by Ansley Litchfield out of the quarter break. 2 more for the Spartans.
20 points for Luke Bailey in this ball game.
Bancroft-Rosalie back in the half court. Touch pass, free throw line jumper. Doziel can't get it to go. Loy the rebound. Hyde points the ball and brings it out of there and brings it up for the Spartans. One of the great things that the Spartans have been able to hang their hat on all year long is that they have lots of ball handlers that are comfortable holding the basketball. And when Bancroft-Rosalie type teams are playing this kind of pressure defense, the Spartans just look so calm, cool, and collected. And that's just kind of in line with Matt Drew coach teams, isn't it, Larry?
Oh, yeah, no question about it. And we talk about also how they utilize the extra step, the Euro step, and the jump stops.
Loy inside, can't get the shot to go from about 8 feet out. Rebound pulled down by Drake Porter, who brings it into the front court for the Panthers. Porter attacks, has it swiped away. I think Leighton Rohde got a hold of one. And now Loy will bring it up the court. Has a play in mind and calls it out. 1:15 gone here in the fourth. 10-point lead. Rohde the drive. Rohde the score! Leighton Rohde just blew by the defense.
He had 3 points at halftime. He's got 6 in the second half.
Nottaman into the front court. Bancroft-Rosalie basketball. They're down 12. Gives it off. Weave action. Porter now goes near side. Doziel in the corner. Now inside to Snyder. Had it swiped away. Turnover back to the Spartans.
Jacob Heapy with the extra help coming off his man. Got a piece of that one and the ball.
Rohde, quick offense again. Lost the ball. Recovers it. Kicks it out to Luke Bailey and a timeout. Coach Drew. As we take this timeout, 40 seconds over on our sister station KCNI. Mullen is down by 6. They're chucking up 3-pointers to try to equal Santee with 34 seconds left. I believe a foul has just been called. Mullen will be going to the free throw line, but a 2-possession game, 6 points, 34 seconds left in overtime. It's going to be a pretty heavy deficit for Mullen to overcome, but they are at the line, and they've got Clayton Moore on their team who can shoot it from deep.
You never know, but, getting into our game here. By the way, Leighton came back a little bit against Meade, but Meade won that game earlier tonight, 44-33. So more than likely the top 2 seeds, they're going to be strong favorites in North Platte St. Pat's and Maywood Hayes Center, although Loomis could give Maywood Hayes Center a pretty good run tonight. And looking at that, if that all folds out, then all the top seeds have won. And it looks like the winner of this game more than likely is going to see St. Pat's or Maywood Hayes Center at state next week. But they've got 6 minutes that they want to focus on right here in Albion on their opponent.
Well, speaking of Leighton's, how about Leighton Rohde here in this fourth quarter so far, Larry? He's been playing some great defense, and the kid has been sprinting up the floor trying to get quick offense for the Spartans, and he's got some points to thank for.
Now, they had Nottleman on him in the first half, and they did go put him on Luke Bailey. And Bailey not as strong as second half, but he's had some points, though, anyway.
Heapy, high post, turns and faces, didn't like what he saw. Now the Spartans back it out. They'll reset. Rohde far side wing. Up to Ryan Bailey, now Luke Bailey. Luke surveys, now dribbles. Up to Loy, top of the key, now Rohde far side. Rohde surveys, Spartans in no hurry. Haven't been all night long. Ryan Bailey tries a reverse lay-in, but is fouled. This one could go on Nottaman, maybe Snyder. We'll see who it's on.
I think Snyder got him with the hip check down low and kind of moved him out, and that's what they're going to do. And by the way, we talked about how Bancroft-Rosalie was hitting the threes in the first half. They haven't even hardly chucked up a three here in the second half. Snyder has all of their second half points at this point.
Kind of an interesting adjustment at halftime, as it seemed that the thing working offensively for the Panthers was the fact that they were hitting those threes. They just kind of willingly went away from them. 1 of 2 for Ryan Bailey from the charity stripe, that trip down. Panthers into the half court. Spartans looking to dig in defensively. Their defense has been amazing, and they get a turnover here. Nottleman lost it. Luke Bailey the turnover. Luke Bailey the other way. Another charge, and this one, I'm going to agree with the officials. I think Dozier was there, Larry.
Yeah. Luke Bailey smiles, and he knows it. He knew that maybe he was a little out of control on that one, and Dozier did a great job of getting in there.
30-second timeout on the floor. We'll step away and reset with 5:15 to go here, fourth quarter. It's Spartans of Ansley Litchfield 41, the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie 28.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Final score to pass along to you on our sister station KCNI. Mullen falls to Santee in overtime, 61-55. So the Santee Warriors going on through the wild card and headed to state.
Be interesting to see out of that timeout if Coach Meyer for Bancroft-Rosalie decides to go back to that three-point shooting, because they're going to have to make up a deficit.
Well, now an offensive foul is called on Nottleman. They're going to say he did some extracurricular activity to clear some space on the right to left drive, and I didn't see much complaint from him. But Nottleman kind of seems pretty even-keeled in general, though.
I think actually they gave that to Snyder.
All right. Well, no wonder I didn't see anything. Leighton Rohde near side gives it off. Luke Bailey. Double teams coming to Luke Bailey. Kind of getting hounded quite a bit. Dribbles out of it, though. Good patience again by Ansley Litchfield. And Loy is now fouled by Dick. And Samuel Dick turns around, kind of, the frustration between yourself and your teammates when it gets down into dire situations like this late in a big game. Your emotions run high, well, understandably so.
Bancroft-Rosalie evidently going for the fouls and putting Ansley Litchfield on the line early here in this fourth quarter. And it'll be a 1-and-1, but if they keep it up, it'll be a double bonus pretty soon.
Zach Loy to the charity stripe. Can't get the first one to fall. So the strategy works that time. Bancroft-Rosalie into the front court. Nottleman with the basketball. Between the legs dribble. Left side wing. High post to Snyder. Snyder kicks it over to Dick. Foul on the three-point attempt. It doesn't fall. He's going to get 3 free throws. That is the definition of the last thing the Spartans want. Up 41-28, giving their opponent 3 shots at points with the clock stopped.
And that's going to be Leighton Rohde's third foul. So he and Luke Bailey, the leading scorers on the team in this game for the Spartans, both with 3 personals.
And Dick makes the first one. He'll have a look at 2 more. Samuel Dick to the free throw line again. The second shot follows the first. Heapy will come back in for Ansley Litchfield. These two teams, another commonality between the two of them, they do not go deep on their bench. Maybe 1 or 2 players. I think there's only 2 players that are in their jerseys for Bancroft-Rosalie, and Ansley Litchfield usually goes only 1 or 2 deep on their bench.
And we'll see who's in better shape at the end of this game.
Samuel Dick makes all 3. Ansley Litchfield into the front court. Luke Bailey with it. Wow, should have been a foul call there as Dick comes over and hounds him. And now a foul is going to be called as Loy was on that catch of the basketball on the near side. And coming over committing the foul was Elliot Nottleman. And officials kind of need to maybe be a little bit more on top of that one, as it's clear Bancroft-Rosalie is going to the foul game here plenty early. And I think they were trying to foul Luke Bailey, which I think is a questionable call on their end, because Luke's a pretty darn good free throw shooter, as Loy knocks home the first.
Yeah, Luke is 4 for 4 tonight. Zach is 1 of 2 now.
Loy gets 2 of 2 at the free throw line, 43-31. Ansley Litchfield trying to work their way towards a state tournament. Inside, Snyder turns, shoots for Bancroft-Rosalie, can't get it to go, tracks down his rebound, gets it to go, and one. I think they're going to get Ryan Bailey on this one, and wow, that was just stick-to-itiveness by Braylon Snyder. That thing was literally pinballing around above everybody's shoulders, and Snyder just plucked it out of there and went up with it.
Unfortunately for Ryan Bailey, that's just his first foul. Braylon Snyder, first player in double figures for Bancroft-Rosalie. He's got 11.
And he completes the three-point play.
And it's single digits again.
And the Spartans turn it over. Luke Bailey drug the pivot foot. So Bancroft-Rosalie with a little bit of life here with 4:05 in the fourth quarter. They're only down 9. You know, you have those first digits being different. You kind of get comfortable with your lead, 43-34, but it's just a 9-point lead for Ansley Litchfield. Snyder faked the shot, goes inside, can't get it to go, follows his miss, can't get the follow to go. Ryan Bailey the rebound, and Bailey is getting mugged down low. No call! There's no call! The ball goes out of bounds off the Panthers, but Ryan Bailey, folks, for you listening on the radio, not watching the video stream, he got mugged underneath.
Wow, that was a lot of contact.
And now Leighton Rohde getting fouled on probably one of the weaker foul calls of the night. The officials getting these second foul calls, but not the first ones. And folks, I mean, it takes quite a bit for me to get that revved up about a no foul call, but I got to tell you, Ryan Bailey took a beating down there. We go to the other end. Leighton Rohde to the free throw line.
Not sure who they gave that foul to.
Rohde can't get the shot to go. Bancroft-Rosalie, the rebound off the miss. Nottman into the front court. Resets and backs it out. Elliott near side. Samuel Dick. Lob inside. Coming from the weak side was Rohde. Slaps it away. It gets inside to Snyder. He's got his offense going here lately. Braylon Snyder scores again from 6 feet out. Spartans again facing this fouling game, and they get it into Loy, and he is fouled. And that is on Drake Porter, who I think he just fouled out.
He just fouled out. He fouls out with 3 points. He got 3 of these fouls very late.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you go to the foul game so early and you don't sub in very many players, and it's the double bonus for Ansley Litchfield. So Bancroft-Rosalie is kind of making this a game with this strategy, but they've lost one of their starters to foul trouble as Loy knocks home the first. And this is what the Spartans got to do, Larry. They've just got to knock home free throws, which a lot of teams at the high school level struggle with, but it's going to be what the Spartans need to do to make it to state. And that young man right there just went 2 of 2. Zach Loy at the free throw line extends the lead back out for Ansley Litchfield. 45-36, Ansley Litchfield leads it here on KBBN Radio and the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Litchfield Pack offers their customers custom processing and butchering that is second to none. Bruce and the crew also make bologna, salami, and sausages that your taste buds are sure to love. Go visit them in Litchfield and ask about the services they can help you with. Open 8 to 5 Monday to Friday and Saturday 9 until noon. Litchfield Pack, proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast.
All right, game reset here. Double bonus for Ansley Litchfield the rest of the way. They lead it 45-36. One starter for Bancroft-Rosalie has fouled out of the game. That is Drake Porter. Panthers basketball. Ansley Litchfield needs some good, solid defense, and they need that clock to move fast. Loy with the defense on Nottleman in the corner. Nottleman one dribble, gives it off to Dick. Dick drives in. Might have traveled. Yeah, there's the call. Good defense there from Beamerwald. He just kind of set up a wall, Larry, and Dick had nowhere to go with it as he tried to cut across the lane.
Anytime Bancroft-Rosalie's tried to take it in the lane, they have been challenged by the quick hands of Ansley Litchfield. And again, they're going to put him to the line.
Inbound went to Rhodey, who the Spartans were trying to get the basketball. They're comfortable with him at the free throw line, and Layton steps up there with 3:14 to go in this one as the Spartans remain in the double bonus.
Hope you didn't have early morning plans. We're going to be here a while.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 14 seconds of this strategy remaining. And Rhodey can't get the first one to fall. The second look from the line. Rhodey gets it to fall over the front of the rim.
With that free throw, he joins Loy and Luke Bailey in double figures. He's got 10.
Nottleman into the front court. Far side to Wegner. Back to Nottleman. Nottleman attacks. Floater from 5. Gets it. A quick 2 for Bancroft-Rosalie, and they call a timeout. So this is the game that Bancroft-Rosalie elected to go with what, just under 5 minutes to go in the quarter, Larry? Was it about that time?
Right around there, and they're trying to lengthen the game and slow it down and just chop it up a little bit. And one thing they've done by doing this is they've took Ansley Litchfield out of that running game that they had going there for a bit. And by the way, Nottleman's bucket there, first one since the first quarter.
Wow, that's amazing. And, this last possession is a good example. They fouled Rhodey right away. He goes 1 of 2. The Spartans don't have an opportunity to score any points from the field. And then Bancroft-Rosalie comes back, immediately scores 2 of their own. So they're slowly chipping away at this lead a little bit, and that's how it's a 46-38 lead for Ansley Litchfield. At the moment, Larry, it looks like this strategy is kind of working for Bancroft-Rosalie. It's a strategy they started using early, but they're kind of chipping away at it because the Spartans aren't getting opportunities for 2s or 3s from the field.
No, it was 41-28 when they started this. They've chipped 5 points off the lead by doing so in about 2 minutes' time.
Now they stop the strategy. No foul committed here as Luke Bailey has the basketball. Skips it ahead. Rhodey in the front court. They break the press. And now a foul is called in the front court on Braylon Wegner. And it looked like he meant to do it. I think maybe the Panthers just are trying to limit the fouls on their starters because they're starting to add up a little bit.
Well, and I also think they're trying to see if they can come up with a steal in the backcourt and get a turnover without having to foul and save those fouls if they can do so.
Rhodey couldn't get the first one to go. Look for the second. Gets that one to go. So Rhodey again 1 for 2 at the free throw line. In the front court, Bancroft-Rosalie. 47-38. 2:45 to go in the fourth quarter. The winner goes to State. Turnaround jumper missed in the lane by Doziel, and now a foul is called on Bancroft-Rosalie. I think Luke Bailey is going to be the shooter. Well, maybe it's going to be Ryan Bailey as he's running to the free throw line. It will be Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan got that rebound that time. And, the thing for Ansley Litchfield, you make your free throws, you win the game. You play good defense at the other end and don't allow them to chip away, you win the game.
Ryan Bailey off the side of the rim, and it falls out.
Ryan 2 of 5 here in the second half from the line.
Bailey's second shot falls. 10-point lead for the Spartans, 48-38. Back we go the other way. A 3 from Snyder. Can't get it to go. Leighton Rhodey, the weak side rebound. Fouled. And they're making the Spartans earn those foul calls again all of a sudden. Kind of back and forth on light fouls or hard fouls required to get the whistle.
And that's one of those, I think Coach Drew says, if he can make that 3 from out there deep on the wing, you'll let him have it. But he couldn't come up with it. And now Leighton Rhodey, he goes to the line. He is 2 of 5, all here in the fourth quarter.
Rhodey sinks the first one. Well, that third quarter was big for Ansley Litchfield, Larry. They outscored Bancroft-Rosalie 15-7 in that third quarter, and now it's just kind of been playing this free throw game here in the fourth as Rhodey knocks down the second to follow the first. Luke Bailey, the defense on Nodeman. He kicks it out to Doziel. Doziel hands it off now. Nodeman attacks. Floater from 10. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Fought for. Snyder pulls it out of there. It's loose on the ground, and Loy tracks it down and calls a timeout for Ansley Litchfield. Will step away as well. It's 50-38. Spartans on top of Bancroft-Rosalie.
Just as all the area sports teams work to build themselves towards victories, your building team at Ansley Lumber and Supply is ready to help with all the projects you have going on or have in mind. They're open 8 to 5:30 Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 to noon. Provide delivery and offer the quality tools and products you can depend on, including premium grade lumber. From framing and trusses to countertops and cabinets, Ansley Lumber and Supply, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Boy, Larry, to be a head coach in this situation, your team up 50-38, you call a timeout. You've got 30 seconds to draw up a full court play to try to give your team an opportunity at another score, trying to get into the state tournament. But the question is Bancroft-Rosalie going to let them get off a play, or are they going to go to the foul game again?
I think they're going to go to the foul game. They're going to see if they can create a turnover. Evidently not going to wait.
Well, they waited, still about 80 feet away from the basket. They foul Leighton Rhodey, who goes to the free throw line again. What's his numbers in this period, Larry, from the free throw stripe?
Leighton Rhodey, he's made his last three. He is 4 of 7, but he has made his last 3 up there.
Rhodey, a couple of dribbles, puts up the shot, can't get the friendly roll here in Albion. 2:04 to go, fourth quarter. Spartans up 50-38. And Rhodey knocks home the second. 1 of 2 that trip. Bancroft-Rosalie needs some quick offense. Rhodey slaps the floor on the defensive end. Bancroft-Rosalie off to Nodeman. Nodeman, pull up from 3. Can't get it to go. Dick, the weak side rebound. Good job by Beamerwald not fouling unnecessarily there as he puts it back up and in. Rhodey, pressured, gives it off. Beamerwald off to Luke Bailey. Luke Bailey has a man ahead, can't get it to him before he is fouled. He had Ryan Bailey wide open under the basket. The ball got there, but the foul was called just quick enough.
I think that one's going to go on Snyder, and that's going to be his 4th now.
Luke Bailey to the free throw line. First one falls. Ansley Litchfield looking for their latest appearance at state since 2021. It was a first-round exit for Ansley Litchfield. They want to go back. Dick, a three-pointer, can't get it to fall. Ryan Bailey, the weak side rebound, and he is fouled, and I think just fouling out of the game was Snyder.
Well, I tell you, the strategy is interesting, but now it's starting to deplete your numbers.
And kind of one of your main offensive weapons. You're kind of in a point right now where you need three-pointers, and Snyder hasn't shown, besides that one look he gave from beyond 3, that they have him as a three-point threat. But he certainly is your only inside threat.
Yeah, and he is the leading scorer in the game for Bancroft-Rosalie with 14, and that's where he'll foul out at.
Ryan Bailey gets the first to fall. It's a 13-point lead for Ansley Litchfield with 1:35 to go in this one. Bailey, second, follows the first. 2 for 2 for the junior Ryan Bailey. Here come the Panthers. Nodeman into the front court. Under 1:30 to go. Off to Dick. Panthers now kind of one-dimensional. A three-pointer put up on the far side by Wagner. Can't get it to go. Rebound Loy, and he is fouled.
Zach Loy missed his first free throw here in the second half, here in the fourth quarter, but since then has made 4 in a row.
Zach Loy to the free throw line. The 6'1" junior can extend this lead and get the Spartans that much closer to the state tournament in 2023. First one falls. Three players in the lane for Bancroft-Rosalie. Everyone else back for Ansley Litchfield defensively. Loy gets the second one to fall. Ansley Litchfield is putting this game away at the free throw line. And Luke Bailey almost gets a turnover. Nodelman recovers, gets it off. Doziel to Nodelman, 3 up, gets it to fall. And a timeout, Bancroft-Rosalie will step away and take one as well. 1:06 to go here in the fourth. Ansley Litchfield 56, Bancroft-Rosalie 43.
There are a lot of reasons your local Valley dealer is your trusted partner. Their quick responsiveness, their training and technology products, their extensive irrigation parts inventory, and their ability to service all brands. But when you need problems resolved quickly, there's one most important reason to trust your Valley dealers. Your reason. Contact Todd with Full Circle Irrigation today at their office in Litchfield or Broken Bow for all your irrigation parts, technology, and service needs. That's Full Circle Irrigation, your local Valley dealer.
Jones Group has been serving communities in Nebraska for over 30 years as an independent insurance agency. They hang their hat on the knowledge, coverage, and services they can offer. So when you work with them, you can be sure you're getting the right coverage with sincere service. Jones Group is always proud to support the local communities, and their local agents are happy to help, whether it be home, auto, life, health, crop, business, financial services, and more. Visit the Jones Group team on Main Street in Ansley.
Ansley Litchfield 1 minute and 6 seconds away from heading to the state tournament in 2023. Heapy gets it off. Zach Loy, front court, Leighton Rohde. Rohde, one dribble and is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
And if that's on Doziel, he'll have 4. We'll see if they give that to actually, that's going to be Doziel's 5th. He fouls out. Oh, nope. Correction. They give that to Wegner. That's his 3rd.
Rohde can't get the first one to fall. It remains a 13-point lead for Ansley Litchfield.
Couple of D1 halftime scores. Maywood Hayes Center leading Loomis 28-10 at halftime. This is tighter than I thought. North Platte St. Pat's 24-15 at halftime over Boyd County.
Rohde goes 0 for 2 as Bancroft-Rosalie back into the half court. A couple of substitutions in there for the Panthers. Alec Bono with it. Near side. Gets it over. Shot is put up from 3 by Mateus Sparks, and he knocks it home. It's a 10-point game with 37 seconds left. Luke Bailey into the front court. Luke dribbling around, killing time, and I think this is a white flag from Bancroft-Rosalie. Time will tick down, no fouls will be committed, and Ansley Litchfield is going to head to the 2023 Boys State Basketball Tournament. Their last appearance was in 2021. 1 year off, and they'll go back again. A big-time win for Ansley Litchfield here in Albion as the Ansley Litchfield Spartan faithful celebrate at Boone Central High School. 56-46 is the victory. Ansley Litchfield is headed to the state tournament. Bancroft-Rosalie falls here in the D1-8 district final. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, Larry will give you a look at the final numbers between the Spartans and the Panthers.
Mike Bailey with Bailey Crop Service in Ansley is proud to support the Ansley Litchfield Spartan student athletes in all that they do. Bailey Crop Service is your Pioneer seed dealer just off Highway 2 in Ansley. Pioneer continues to stand at the forefront of leading genetics in crop production. Stop in or call Mike to learn how Pioneer can benefit your fields. 935-1783. That's Bailey Crop Service in Ansley, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Muddy Creek Ag supports the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. Pete, Ryan, Trey, and Brandy are your suppliers of all feed and seed products, Traeger grills, and seasonings as well. They also have new and used seed tenders and are proud to be Channel Seedmen. Good luck, Spartans, from Mighty Creek Ag. Call them at 308-935-1155. The same people with the same great products on Highway 2 in Ansley, America.
Husker Homes in Ansley is happy to help sponsor this broadcast of the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. They're proud to be a part of the Ansley community at Husker Homes and enjoy helping you find affordable housing. Husker Homes has one-bedroom apartments available. Rent includes all utilities as well as cable TV. Rental amount is based on income. Call 935-1632 or their Broken Bow office at 872-2850 to see if you qualify. Husker Homes is an equal housing opportunity provider, inviting you to visit Ansley soon.
Ag Curate Technologies in Ansley knows that root structure is a big deal. With Precision Plantings Delta Force, you can get the perfect downforce match for your fields, providing the right depth and the ideal seed environment for maximum yield. Learn more about Delta Force and transform your planter today. Talk to your Precision Planting dealer. Call Monty Hermsmeyer, Mike Bailey, Blaine Gibbons, or Randy Wattis at Ag Curate Technologies in Ansley to learn more. 308-935-1783. Happy to help sponsor this sports broadcast and cheering on the Ansley Litchfield Spartans.
Everyone at BD and Broken Bow would like to wish the area basketball teams the best of luck as they battle this postseason. BD loves supporting youth sports and the bright student athletes who work hard to compete in every event. And they're proud to help sponsor this live broadcast. You know the teams have worked tirelessly to reach this point. BD and Broken Bow, cheering on our area athletes on the hardwood.
In basketball, going cold isn't a good thing. But at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow, it's just the opposite. A cold treat will always make you smile, no matter the time of year. Visit them today for a signature blizzard, a dilly bar, ice cream cake, or one of several other chilly treats. Treat yourself to something amazing today, only at Broken Bow DQ, where happy tastes good. Proud sponsors of high school sports in this broadcast.
Joe's Motor Company in Hazard is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Pickup trucks are designed to work hard and be dependable, and pickup trucks are what Joe's Motor Company specializes in. You can't miss them when you're cruising down Highway 2 past Hazard. Give them a call today at 308-452-3030 or visit joesmotorcompany.com. Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, 25 miles north of Kearney or 45 miles northwest of Grand Island. Proud sponsors of this broadcast.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
Well, they're going to need new nets here in Albion, as Boone Central High School was the host of this great D1-8 district final game as Leighton Rohde spins the net around his head. An emotional win for Leighton Rohde. Rohde, one of the seniors on this pretty young Ansley Litchfield Spartans team, and they had to work hard to earn this one, Larry. It was pretty close game and an interesting game down the line, as going to the foul game early was Bancroft-Rosalie. Let's take a look at those final numbers.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to look at a key stat here in this second half. 11 turnovers for Bancroft-Rosalie in the second half. Ansley Litchfield had 2. They ended up winning that turnover category 19-8 in this game, and that was huge. They came up with some big buckets off of that. Only 4 players in the scorebook for the Spartans tonight, and each one of them almost in double figures. 21 for Luke Bailey, 14 for Leighton Rohde, 12 for Zach Loy, and 9 for Ryan Bailey. Now leading the way for Bancroft-Rosalie, it was Braylon Snyder with 14. Elliot Nodelman had 13, 11 for Samuel Dick, then 3 points each for Mateus Sparks, as well as Drake Porter before he fouled out, and 2 points for Mason Gozel. as far as free throws go, well, Bancroft-Rosalie was perfect, 5 of 5, but still, they put Ansley Litchfield on the line a bunch in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter alone, the Spartans were 16 of 26. They ended the night 21 of 32 at the free throw line. They didn't hit them all, but they made enough to keep the Panthers at bay. And in the rebounding, pretty much even, 20 rebounds for the Panthers, 18 for the Spartans. So again, your leading scorers for Ansley Litchfield, Luke Bailey with 21, 14 for Leighton Rohde, 12 for Zach Loy, 14 points for Braylon Snyder, almost all of those in the second half, and 13 for Elliot Nodelman, as well as 11 for Samuel Dick for the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie. Again, your final score here, Ansley Litchfield was tied up at halftime. They had a big third quarter, and they go on and win this one 56-46 over Bancroft-Rosalie. And it was a tremendous game, Jeremy. They held off and did everything they needed to do down the stretch.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll take one more timeout. We're going to try to get Coach Drew up here and talk with the winning head coach of Ansley Litchfield. We'll see if we're able to pull him out of the group and get a moment with him. He's a pretty busy guy at the moment. I think he's going to come over here and talk with us. So, Larry, I'm going to steal your headset here, and we're going to have Coach Drew come up and chat with us a little bit. We'll have you toss that on, Coach. Well, Coach, quite an interesting game from kind of start to finish. Have you ever finished a game with the foul game against your opponent with nearly 5 minutes left in the fourth?
No.
Well, your kids went home and knocked some big ones down the line from the free throw strike.
Yeah, just enough. Glad they did that. I thought our defense was consistent even when they were doing that, and it did kind of butcher a good game for us. It just kind of got weird, but we held on, and that's all that matters.
Well, talk about your team here, Coach. You know, overall, when you kind of look at the makeup of this team, pretty young team, and you know, every direction you look, you've got kids that you can depend on to be a good ball handler and even-keeled for your team. And I think that was one thing that really stood out to us this night. Just talk about the even-keeledness of your team.
I think that was a big improvement from the Pleasanton game where we got a little chaotic. We thought the strength of Bancroft is kind of playing kind of loose and fast, so we wanted to make sure we were running half-court stuff and making them run half-court stuff. And, you know, everyone did their job. They executed the game plan perfect. They knew who the shooters were. They closed out. We played the big kid one-on-one and let him get what he get. And then, you know, they did get some offensive rebounds in the first quarter, and once we cleaned that up, we were in good shape.
Your team was able to score more points in every single quarter than they did in any of the previous quarters throughout the evening. Talk about how you were able to keep your foot on the pedal offensively and kind of ramp up the defense even more as you went down the stretch.
Well, you know, Luke carried us that first quarter, I think, pretty obviously, and then the second quarter, or the second half, just, you know, people did what they do well. Zach getting to there, good passing. I'd have to rewatch the third quarter. It's kind of a blur of how we scored that many points, but, you know, we had good post seals, and Leighton was aggressive with his left hand, and we made a little adjustment of switching who our post player was in our 1-4 offense, and I think it really helped.
All right, well, Coach, congratulations. We'll see you in Lincoln. And
all right, yeah.
Thanks for coming up and taking the time to talk to us.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for covering us.
Yep. All right, that was Coach Matt Drew with Ansley Litchfield, headed to state for the second time in 3 years. Their last appearance was in 2021. They're headed back to the tournament in 2023. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll close things out from here in Albion.
Rohde Theaters is happy to help sponsor this sports broadcast of our local athletes. Rohde Theaters is located 4 miles east of Ansley between mile marker 298 and 299 on Highway 2. Offering 60 years of performance testing, they invite you to attend the Nebraska Bull Test Cell coming up March 22nd at the Broken Bow Livestock Market, featuring bulls they help prepare. You can view the bulls anytime at Rhodey Farms and see the details of their upcoming bull sale at NebraskaBullTest.com.
Since our bank was founded in 1905, we have been the community bank that's part of your community. Whether it's Friday night at the football game or volunteering at the local celebration, at Town & Country Bank, building relationships is what matters. That's why we gladly support the towns in which we live and work. This is Heather at Town & Country Bank, and I invite you to stop in today and let us show you how banking should be. Town & Country Bank, relationships you can bank on.
Relationships matter. Town & Country Bank.
Member FDIC.
Connie Johnson at Main Street Styles in Ansley would like to congratulate the Ansley Litchfield Spartans on their success on and off the court. Encouraging one another to become leaders and building teamwork in our schools are important qualities in our life and our community. Connie provides a large selection of family hair care services, facial waxing, nail services, ear piercing, and also has a suntan bed available. Connie would like to help you with your hair care needs. Give her a call at Main Street Styles in Ansley, 935-1489.
Pate's Farm Service is a proud supporter of Ansley Litchfield Spartan athletics, both in sports and academics. They know how hard the athletes work to give their best effort, and they want to wish them the best of luck as they work this season. Pate's Farm Service in Litchfield is your locally owned and operated parts and service provider for all the ag diesel equipment you need. Call Scott today to schedule your tune-up or repair. Proud to sponsor this broadcast, Pate's Farm Service.
The Den Bar and Grill in Hazard is open at 11 Monday through Saturday with awesome daily specials. Thursday night, head in for homemade pizza night. On Friday, the noon special is hot beef, and that night it's specialty burger night. Saturday, chicken fried steak is served up for lunch, and Saturday night it's steak. Sunday, join them for breakfast opening at 9. Follow them on Facebook for updates. The Den Bar and Grill in Hazard, sponsors of this broadcast.
Back with you one last time from Albion, Boone Central High School. I knew I'd mess that up eventually. 56-46 is the victory for Ansley Litchfield over Bancroft-Rosalie. Besides the first quarter, Ansley Litchfield outscored Bancroft-Rosalie in every single period from then on out. Outscored them 14-9 in the second, 15-7 in the third, and 20-18 in the fourth to put this one away. Larry, your quick closing thoughts.
Well, we now know that there are 6 different teams that are going to be in the D1 championships. Ansley Litchfield is going to be among them. They may be actually the lowest seed. They're waiting on the top 2 seeds, and as I mentioned, North Platte St. Pat's going into the fourth, leading 39-25 against Boyd County. And I might have wrote off Loomis as that 5th FKC team a little early. They were down by 18 at halftime. Going to the fourth, they were trailing at Maywood 33-27, so that's become a game. Be interesting to see if the Wolves can come back and win that. If so, that really kind of jumbles up the D1 pairings for next week. And also at halftime, Paxton leading Stewart over in D2. But getting back to this game, Ansley Litchfield, they came here with a good plan. They knew what they wanted to do. Kind of got off to a slow start, but once they got rolling, they found their little niche. And I think Bancroft-Rosalie, they knew they had a good talent in defense and Nodelman to go man-to-man with someone. But they decided to go with Leighton Rohde in the first half, so Luke Bailey took advantage of it, was able to get a lot of points. Second half, they put him on Luke Bailey. That opened up Leighton Rohde, and it just really, Bancroft-Rosalie had a hard time matching up defensively, and Ansley Litchfield took advantage of it.
Well, thank you very much, Larry, and thank you as well to the sponsors that made it possible. They include Setting D Ranch, Clang Financial, 4 County Heating and Air, Thrive Financial Agent Scott Harvey, Baco Transfer, Flatwater Bank, Central Nebraska Electric, Litchfield Pack, Ansley Lumber and Supply, Full Circle Irrigation, Jones Group, Bailey Crop Service, Muddy Creek Ag, Husker Homes in Ansley, AgCurate Technologies, BD Broken Bow, Dairy Queen Broken Bow, Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, Insurance of the Heartland, Rohde Feeders, Town and Country Bank, Main Street Styles, Pate's Farm Service, The Den Bar and Grill in Hazard, Nebraska State Bank, Ron's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Team Physical Therapy geared for sports, the Garden Center, Bruning Bank, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. Thank you as well to the video sponsors that you folks that took in the video broadcast have seen scrolling across your screen for the duration. Well, folks, the next time we talk to you on an Ansley Litchfield Spartans broadcast will be from state. We'll wait for those pairings to come out, but you should know we'll have the games for you. It'll be a blast, and we hope that you tune in and join us from Lincoln as Ansley Litchfield is headed back to the boys' state basketball tournament. For our videographer, Grant Winterer, for Larry Cotner, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Again, getting the victory 56-46 here at Boone Central High School. It is Ansley Litchfield over Bancroft-Rosalie on KBBN Radio and the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Bank the 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean,